Hi, I'm Bob. I'm the illustrator for the book Dr. Jack the Helping Dog, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight into how the illustrations were created. This is Jack, and we're going to talk a little bit about drawing Jack. The book is about how Jack takes a boy who visits Mayo for the first time and takes him through the story of Mayo Clinic from its beginnings to how we practice. And I had to have some references from Jack because he's not accessible all the time. He's working, and so we took some pictures of him working. We also took a picture of him in the round in 360, so I had references from how he looks from different angles, and I was able to draw him and the various expressions to use throughout the book and how he interacts with the boy in the story. This is the boy, happens to be my son Christopher, and so I used Chris and put a little toy puppy so he interacted with him, and I was able to get Chris in different poses for the different interactions with Jack. This is my other son Patrick. I told him I would put him in here. He'd be a great character for perhaps another book, but let me give you a little bit of insight into how the illustrations progress. So this is a sketch as to how we started. I started with pencil sketches and those reference photos and put Jack in his environment. Let me give you a little bit of a closer view of that sketch. The boy sees Jack for the first time as he enters into the patient's room. He was asleep in the chair as he was coming to visit his grandfather and sees Jack for the first time. Comes over to the bed and pets him, and we're going to go a little deeper into this illustration. The illustrations were done digitally. Though I started with pencil, I scanned in the illustrations and was able to then finish them right here on the monitor with a digital pen, and was able to create the illustrations as I would with a regular pencil. This is the final composition of the pencil illustration, and now I needed to add some color. So there's some base color that was able to go in and paint digitally. You can, I don't know if you can see it from that far away, but there's the monitor with some digital color, my palette, and there I am working, putting on color and painting as if I would if I had traditional media. A little closer view and going in to sort of model him to make him look realistic. And there it is in its final stage with the final color. And let me just read to you the text as it relates to this final image. The lady picked up Jack and put him right into Grandpa's bed. Now Grandpa had a big smile. He talked to Dr. Jack and petted him. I came over to Grandpa's bed and petted Dr. Jack too. The three of us had a great time together. After a while, the lady said we need to go now, and Dr. Jack has to see a girl who's having surgery tomorrow. Grandpa waved as they left. He closed his eyes, but now he looked calm and happy. So this is that interaction with him on the bed. So let me share another spread with you. This is an illustration about how Jack takes the boy back in time to meet the Mayo brothers and the nuns, the nurses at the time. I'm going to give you a little close-up of that sketch, that pencil sketch. Jack and the boy looking down the hallway at the Mayo brothers and the nuns. And here's a close-up of what they were looking at with Jack and the boy down the hallway. I had to do some research, get some reference photographs for the illustrations to make it look authentic. So I got some photographs of the nuns and the Mayo brothers and went to St. Mary's and took some shots of the hallway. I used that to create this final illustration. This is still the concept, but it changed a little bit. It's just one view of a close-up of that interaction of the Mayo brothers and the nuns with Jack and the boy down the hallway. I'm going to give you a little close-up view of the detail of their faces and how I did the final color. The story says that the hospital changed in front of Jack and the boy, and this kind of gives a sense that they went back in time. Here's the final spread with the story in place, and the story reads that as the practice grew and the Mayo brothers took on partners, their core principle of teamwork has talked about here, and how we still practice that teamwork today. And indeed, this project had a large team, and it couldn't have happened without that core principle of teamwork. And so here's a list of that large team. Here's the final cover illustration with Jack and a patient, and Jack at work. So this is how the cover was finalized, and how we brought Jack to life. And you can get this book at the Mayo stores, and I hope you pick one up and enjoy it. Thanks.